Cause I'm ready to go. Give me the green light. I got the green light, mommy, and you know what that means. That we can do anything that you dream. I wanna make it scream, and I practice what I preach, if you know what I mean.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry I didn't upload yesterday, I've just been really ill and that is why I'm not uploading with a face cam today. But anyway, this is my Superstar Shake-Up predictions, of which it will happen from Monday to Tuesday, Raw and SmackDown Live. So basically, people get traded from Raw to SmackDown and people get traded from SmackDown to Raw. This is what I think will happen. These are 4 bold predictions for each brand, so let's get into it. So we're going to start off with who I think will get traded from SmackDown to Raw, and I think Alexa Bliss will, because we're seeing the same old boring women's matches on Raw, and I think Alexa will be a great addition. Obviously, she was unsuccessful in winning the title a few days ago on SmackDown after Mania, and obviously she lost it at Mania, and I think she'll be a great addition to the Raw roster for the women. As I said, they're all getting boring on Raw. We only have 4 main women, and Alexa will be a great addition, and when we get onto SmackDown, we'll see who I think from Raw women will get traded to SmackDown. But yeah, I think Alexa will be a great addition to the Raw women's roster. But anyway, let's go on to the next pick for Raw, which will be a team. So I know the Usos are the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, but I think they will be traded to Raw, mainly because we do have the Hardy Boys on Raw, and these two are both high-flying tag teams, risk-taking tag teams, and I think the Usos might lose the tag titles next week on SmackDown to American Alpha, who do really deserve it, or even at a live show, because we haven't seen a title change hands at a live show since the NXT title. But I think the Usos will go to Raw to join the Hardys and all that. And these two are great high-flying tag teams, as I did say. So I think they will get traded to Raw, but first I think they'll lose the tag titles to American Alpha on SmackDown. So the next person on this list, the third one, is Baron Corbin. And I think he will go to Raw because he did fail to win the IC title at Mania. But he did beat Dean Ambrose in a street fight, which I thought was for the title, on SmackDown a few days later. But mainly I think he'll go to Raw because it does say on an article I was reading that he does have trouble with Shane McMahon. But I think he'll be a great addition to the Raw roster, joining amazing talent on the roster. And he just looks like he'll be a future US champion, or maybe a world champion in years to come. But Baron Corbin is amazing and he needs a push. The Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal last year done nothing for him really. He hasn't held a title on the main roster. And I think Raw could give him that opportunity. So I think Baron Corbin will be traded to Raw. So guys, this is my last pick for Raw. I am doing 4 for each brand in this video. And I think AJ Styles will be traded to Raw. He's been heavily speculated and talked about in the Superstar Shake-Up scene, and I think he will go to Raw, mainly because on SmackDown he hasn't had the opportunity, and SmackDown is called the land of opportunity, but I don't think AJ has. After losing the title to WWE legend John Cena at Royal Rumble, they haven't really done anything to him. He lost in the Elimination Chamber match. He wasn't put in the best WrestleMania match, even though Shane McMahon's amazing. He wasn't put in the best match. It was the opening match of the card, and AJ's main event worthy of Mania. And I think he'll go to Raw, maybe to reform the club with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and maybe even Finn Balor, who did return a few days ago. But I think AJ will go to Raw, as he hasn't really been getting the opportunity he deserves at SmackDown. So that was my Raw side of things for the Superstar Shake-Up. Now let's move on to SmackDown. Even though we haven't had the Superstar Shake-Up or a draft since the draft last year in June, which was the first brand split for ages, this move is still really overdue. Sami Zayn to SmackDown. He does deserve to go there, as he has not had the opportunity he needs on Raw. They've done nothing to him. He hasn't even won a title on the main roster, correct me if I'm wrong. And he just deserves to go to SmackDown, where he will get the opportunity from Daniel Bryan, who has had the same story as Sami Zayn, basically. Or if I say Sami Zayn has had the same story as Daniel Bryan, that's what I should say. And I think Shane will also give him a chance, maybe to win the Intercontinental title and down the line in the future, world title. But this move is so overdue, and I think this is so realistic. So guys, this move has also been heavily speculated Charlotte to go to SmackDown, as she hasn't been successful in trying to get the Raw Women's title back to be a 5-time champion. But on SmackDown, it's going to be amazing for her, not Alexa, because I think she'll go to Raw, but loads of the others like Becky, them to reignite their feud from early 2016, late 2015. But I think this will be an awesome move for her to restart her pay-per-view streak, even though it kind of doesn't count, but maybe a SmackDown pay-per-view streak, and for her to capture the women's title on SmackDown, which would be awesome, and her to feud with Naomi, who she's never feuded with. I think this will be a great move for Charlotte in her career, and it will stop us from seeing the boring feuds on Raw, and it will it will make some amazing feuds for the near future So I think Charlotte will be a great addition to the SmackDown women's roster. So the next move I think could really happen for SmackDown is a New Day. The hosts of WrestleMania 33 haven't had the best of chances and luck on Raw since losing the titles in December. They were the longest reigning tag champions in the history of WWE, not only in the last decade in Raw history, in the history of WWE, the longest reigning tag champions. And I think they deserve more. And I think SmackDown, they just look like they will move to SmackDown. And they just look like SmackDown guys. And I think they would be amazing on SmackDown. We have loads of tag teams now on Raw. The Revival, who made their debut attacking the New Day. We have the Hardys. We have the Usos if they do go. And I think the New Day could make some amazing feuds with American Alpha and all that. And like the Ascension maybe. And I think the New Day would just be amazing on SmackDown. And they could win the tag titles as well. And maybe having a long reign, with the SmackDown titles. But I think the New Day on SmackDown would be awesome. Let's move into the last pick. So the last one is cropped up a load in the Superstar Shake-Up scene as well as AJ. But Roman Reigns, I think, will go to SmackDown as a heel, I think. I know it's hard to predict what he is at the moment, but I think if he's a heel, we could go and attack loads of people, including Bray Wyatt, maybe reignite in a feud with him. Or attack Randy Orton, who is kind of a face but wants to turn heel. And I think Roman could win the WWE title again, the proper one. He hasn't had the best of luck for world titles on Raw, but he did beat The Undertaker at Mania. And that is a huge milestone and stepping stone into your career. Roman Reigns is still a great guy. He's still, as much as people hate him, he's still an amazing talent in the ring. Maybe not so much in the mic, but amazing in ring. And I think he could win the proper WWE title again. Maybe as a face he could reunite with Dean Ambrose and kind of reform the Shield. But even though the Shield is broken, these two still had an amazing tag team run. But these two could be amazing again as a tag team, as brothers. Or Roman could just go as a singles competitor on Raw, from Raw to SmackDown, on SmackDown. So that would be great, and I think Roman will go to SmackDown. He's heavily speculated to go to SmackDown, and loads of people are predicting him, so I'm predicting him too. And that was all the picks from Raw to SmackDown and SmackDown to Raw. Hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm just going to talk a bit about it at the end of the video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. 4 picks from each brand to go to the opposite brand. I do hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully my predictions do come true next week. We're also going to stream next week, Monday and Tuesday, for the Superstar Shake-Up. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a great time in the streams. I hope you guys do enjoy them as well. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And other picks that could go to the opposite brand, I think maybe Chris Jericho could go to SmackDown. Maybe Seth could go to SmackDown with Roman Reigns to properly reform the Shield. But that's not really worth happening at the moment. I think maybe Sasha Banks could go to SmackDown. Finn Balor could maybe go to SmackDown to win the proper WWE title. Because last time he was a world champion was the Universal title, but he had to relinquish it due to injury. So he didn't have to properly lose. He didn't properly lose a WWE title, a world title. But Apollo Crews could maybe go to Raw from SmackDown. There's loads of others, and there's loads of predictions to make. So anyway, I did hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you again next time.